Joining us this morning, one of my favorite guys in East Texas, the head coach of the Rains Lady Cat girls basketball team, Colton Smith. Coach, what's up, man?
Hey, how's it going, man? I appreciate you guys having me on.
Absolutely, absolutely. Love the background too. I love how you got the logo back there. You're looking professional. You've done a few Zoom calls in your time, haven't you?
Uh, I actually haven't. I just Google is a really useful thing to learn how to do stuff.
It does help. It does help. Well, let's talk about something
Yeah.
you do know very well, and that's basketball. Because your girls' basketball team, the Rains Lady Cats, 33-4 this season, just got a big win over Mineola on Monday night, 49-42, to advance to the regional finals in your first year as the head coach there of the Rains Lady Cats. So, Coach, just kind of take this whole season and kind of summarize it for me in your words, and how do you feel this season's gone so far?
Man, it's just it's special, that's for sure. It's special and we're just blessed. We're just blessed. We just constantly preach to the girls. We just try to do the right thing every day. We just try to do whatever it takes to win. We preach unselfishness. That's one of my favorite things about this team is we're unselfish. Anybody, we all have different skills, and anybody can score at any time. And just the love that they have for each other, the unselfishness, the faith that they have in each other. It goes a long way, man.
And then you can see that on the court too, right? Like you can see the trust that they have in each other, and these girls have been playing together for a long time. Like they've been playing and they know each other. So how does that help when you have a team that is so well bonded and so well connected? How does that help you as a coach when you're out there on the court?
Well, it you nailed it, man. I mean, they say there's a saying that it takes a community to win a state championship, and that's absolutely true. I mean, this all started. You're right. Some of these girls have been playing together for a very long time, and that's props to the parents. We have parents that have been keeping these girls together and playing since they were in like third grade. And so they have years of experience, and so there's tons of support there. The community is amazing, and so yeah, I just think that it's everything as a whole. It's not just on the court. It's how they support each other off the court, and yeah, like all the years they've spent together, and the way that the community supports us, and just the whole thing. It takes everything. It takes everybody.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I was gonna say, bringing up the community, I was gonna bring that up later, but since you brought it up now, we'll talk about it now. This
Yeah,
Reigns community is phenomenal. I was around it for years at the radio station, so I know how they support these athletics. And normally I'd say it's a blue out, but on Monday y'all had a blackout. So I know the Reigns community
yeah.
supported there. But talk to me a little bit about that. I mean, you've been familiar with it. You've been in Reigns for years, so you're familiar with that. But how much does that support from the Reigns community mean?
Oh man, it's priceless. It's priceless. It really is. There is nothing better than seeing people that truly desire and want to see the girls succeed because they deserve it. I mean, these girls they just do everything they can to represent the community on the court. They want to represent the blue or the black jersey if we're wearing it or the white. They want to represent it wholeheartedly in the way that they should. And I think that the community sees that and they respond accordingly. And so it's great to see the community so, they just love it. They love watching those girls play, and they want to see them succeed. And there's nothing better than having a big playoff game, and looking up in the stands and it's just packed and people are going crazy for them. It's just it's priceless. It really is.
And you don't have that everywhere. Like I think when I grew up in Lindale, and Lindale's the same way. Like they support everything. If there's tiddlywinks being
Yeah,
played, there's going to be supporters out there to watch the kids play. But it's not everywhere. Like not everywhere is blessed to have that type of
for
situation. So
sure.
when you have it, it is awesome. And I want to ask you about your assistant coaches because you can't do it on your own. And I know I see on Facebook you talk
Yes.
about the assistant coaches a lot. And so I want to give you this opportunity to kind of to pump them up and kind of speak on them and what they do for you and the program.
Oh man, they're great. I mean, I love that you've seen that. I love that you see, me talking about them on social media because they balance me out so well. I feel like anything that might be a weakness of mine, it's a strength of theirs. And so this team would not be the same without them. It really does take all of us. I mean, I truly believe that I have two. So Macy Bolt and CJ Cannon. I truly believe that I have two of the best, if not, I have the best assistant coaches in the state of Texas. They are great. They work so hard. They love the team, and I'm telling you, the team wouldn't be the same without them. And so I'm super thankful for everything that they do, and I'm blessed to have that because I know that whenever I was an assistant, I wanted to be that. I wanted to be the assistant that helped the team in whatever way that I needed to do. And I'm blessed that I have assistants that want to do the same thing. It really that's priceless as well. There's a lot of priceless things on this team. So
I guess it could be a priceless team that you have here. It
there you
appears.
go.
But you,
Yeah.
you mentioned assistant, and I want to ask you about Coach Jenkins that left and
Oh
went
yeah.
to Mildred. You coached with Coach Jenkins for years there, and I'm just curious what you took from her and what you learned from being coaching under her to now leading the team you're on your own. What did you take from her, and what did you learn?
I think that Coach Jenkins was just her biggest strength is she was just an elite leader of young women. She You want to talk about someone that loves and cares for and just knows how to lead teenage girls, and so obviously as a male, I think that there's things that I learned from her that I may not would have learned otherwise by being under her. And so I'm super thankful for my years under her. We've said this a million times. Me and her had a great working relationship. We had a great thing going as well. And seriously, she's such a good leader of young women. It really is like there's this old saying that it's not about X's and O's, it's about Jimmy's and Joe's. And don't get me wrong, I'm a basketball nerd, and X's and O's are important. I mean, you gotta know what you're doing, but at the same time, you got to have kids that'll run through a brick wall for you. And like I said, Coach Jenkins, she was a great leader and was able to do that. And so I think there's a lot of. It's hard to like tell you every little thing, but like in 7 years, I just learned a lot of different leadership things and ways that she was able to kind of get the girls going, things like that.
Yeah, for sure. No, I totally understand. And yeah, I mean, we could probably have a whole 30, 45 minute talk about everything that you learned in
For
that
sure,
time with Coach
for
Jenkins.
sure,
But
yeah.
and I miss her. I hope she's doing well over in Corsicana. Coach, if you see this, we miss you over here in East Texas. But Coach, let's get back to your team. So this playoff run, it seems that since they split these divisions, right, and since they went D1 and D2, it seems like earlier on in the playoffs, you have these state ranked matchups that you didn't have in years past. And perfect example in your round one, you had Pottsboro, a by district game that probably should have been a third or fourth round game, and you had them in round one. You beat them 70-53. Then don't no disrespect, but then an easier game I think against Madison in the area round, which doesn't make sense as you get deeper into the playoffs, 76-40, and then obviously Mineola 49-42. But talk to me about this playoff run that you've had and how difficult these games are now that they've split the divisions.
Yeah, I mean, you nailed it. It definitely makes it more difficult. I mean, might be the wrong. You're gonna have to beat them at some point, right? And so you're gonna have to beat them if you want to be a state champion. You got to beat them at some point. But for sure, having a matchup like Pottsboro round one. I mean, you're right. That's what could have been a regional semifinal or regional final in the old format. And so I'm just proud of the girls for taking care of business. I know a lot of coaches say this, but it's true. No matter who's in front of you when the playoffs start, you're 0-0 and you got to go 1-0. You got to beat the team that's in front of you, whether they're a top state ranked team or not. You got to go 1-0 every night. And so, but you nailed it. It definitely has changed. The new playoff format. It's a lot different. It's a lot different than it used to be, and it is more difficult. But I'm just proud of the girls for taking care of business. I mean, they took on the challenge. They took on the challenge, and they've done a great job so far. And we got to keep it going, man. Which that's the plan.
Well, I was about to say, and it doesn't get any easier. Talking about the
It
road
doesn't.
to San Antonio, you got Liberty Allo coming up. What do you know about Liberty Allo, and kind of what's your thoughts as you head into this game?
Liberty Alu, man, they've had a great season. I mean, I think their record is. I'm sorry, I'm blanking on what it is off the top of my head, but it's really similar to ours. It's like they're like 33-42 or something like that. So I mean, they have the same record basically. They're a very, very athletic, very scrappy team that I think that they're going to be able to match some of our size that we have in athleticism, and so we're gonna have to take care of business, and it'll be a tough matchup for sure. But you know that you know that I believe that the Lady Cats are absolutely going to be able to pull it out. So
Well, and like you said, there are no more easy matchups, right? Like in
no,
order, especially this deep into the playoffs, like you're playing a good basketball team. They didn't get here by luck or by chance. You're playing good basketball
no,
teams when you get to this round. So, yeah, nothing's
nothing,
going to be
nothing. I
given.
told the girls that. Yeah, nothing's given. You got to earn it. Nothing is given from here on out. You got to go earn it.
100%. Well, Coach, I appreciate you
Yeah.
taking the time and talking to us today. And best of luck to you and the Reigns Lady Cats in the remainder of the playoffs. And I'm sure we'll talk to you down the road.
Hey man, I really appreciate you having me on. Thank you.
Yes, sir.